Hello, everybody. My name is Dragana, and today I want to try and build one of James Turner's tiny home challenges. In case you're unfamiliar, you generate a prompt and then you have to build according to said prompt. Now, I have tried my hand on this before, but I've never recorded it, and so I've made this little video and I will be kind of talking through what I've made. So first of all, let's go to the website. So we click the generate button, and now here we have the prompt. So it can't be more than 29 tiles. I have to use the Victorian Indulgence curtains. My budget is 8,527, which kind of shocked me for a moment. And it has to be in the style of Granite Falls, which, if you don't know, is the camping thing. So the camping game. What is it called again? Oh, whatever. So, hold on. This is going a bit fast, even for me. So, as you can see, first I tried to build a cabin style, and then I realized, like, hey, this is a little, 21 tiles, or what is it, 29 tiles isn't really a lot. And so I had an idea, and I was like, hold on, what do American school buses look like? This is way fast. I edited this way too fast. So, because I was like, hey, I only have 29 tiles. I don't know what to do. So, this is what I came up with. This is my shell. Uh, so okay, so it's been a couple of days since I edited this, and it's all over the place, so I'm really sorry for that. So as you can see, it's very bright yellow. I hated that. So I finally found one that I like. Jesus Christ, this is way too fast. I think I was just scared about it being too long. So at this point, I'm like, I want to build a bus, right? I've watched enough Karen and Connie to know that there are no good wheels, but I still checked, and I was like, damn, I don't know what to do. And so at some point I was like, oh, I'll try and find like bricks to put underneath it, like how a car might be like placed somewhere. I promise it's gonna slow down once I actually have a shell. I'm just over here playing catch up with myself. As you can see, I tried using like other rocks first, but then I found these parking spots and I really liked them. I also found these tires in debug and I put those up. Now, here's where I try and build the nose of the bus. Now, I know that there's better ways to do it. I just don't know how, and I don't have tool mod or anything. So I'm just over here, like, figuring things out as it comes. Then I look it up again, and I'm like, ah, damn, it's yellow, so I need to find a good yellow siding. Or a good yellow roof, I should say. Luckily, the one from Eco Lifestyle does work. So, that was fine. Now, here I was thinking, like, what windows to use. I really like those, and they were great. As you can see, I had to open up quite a bit, because I'm not from America, so I've never driven in a lot of, I've not driven in a lot of school buses before. So here I am kind of working about, what windows to use. I finally come to my mind and use the shoji windows. They look great, and they will stay. However, you will now see me start and, like, pick up nice furniture and stuff like that. I'll comment. Yeah, here, you seen the back there? I put, like, a second entrance, like a second exit, now I'm using a nice door, right? I'm just having a good time. And then as soon as I came in, and, like, I used the nice door in the back, I was like, damn, I have $2,000 left. Alright, back up, get the, get the sledgehammer, we have to redo this. The railing, actually, the yellow, they will actually stay, but the stairs have to go. They're way too expensive. So I was like, damn. So the vibe I wanted to go for at this point is kind of teen girl who ran off into the woods in, Granite Falls, essentially. This is not Granite Falls. This is the Newcrest. And she just kind of, like, took a school bus, drove it there, and is living there now, right? So, I already put the curtains up, if you didn't see. Those are the Victorian Indulgence curtains that were a part of my challenge. And after playing around with a bit, I thought that looked really nice. So at this point, I've kind of already started building some stuff. And I realized, like, hey, money is really tight. Like, $8,000 is not a lot. And I remembered that, like, I found this in debug. I was like, oh, damn, there's a bathroom. Like, those have, like, showers and toilets in there. Those are from Granite Falls. So I was like, awesome. No toilet and shower in the bus. And that also made kind of more sense to me. But, that way I could also keep some of my money intact. I did give her, like, a fireplace outside. As you can see, I found a couple things on debug that I liked. I found these flowers and just, just kind of made it nice. I just like to think that this girl has been living here for a while now, and, she just is kind of trying to live her best life while living in a bus, camping essentially 24/7. So at this point, I'm looking for nice decorations to put in, because once again, I only have so much budget. Luckily, the cabinets or the counters, I should say, from Horse Ranch, they look rather like self-made well, not self-made, I shouldn't say, but they're all from wood, right? So she could have made them herself, or she came upon them like this. But either way, they were cheap, I could use them. I had these little pictures, I think they're from Growing Together. So I was like, let's put them up, she's a little bit of a photographer. Of course, we have to put a beanbag chair in. It's a teenager. There's only so many things we can do. This bed actually is from the Granite Falls pack. I forgot the pack's name, and at this point, if I look it up, I'll lose time. I can't do that. So I put up the makeup in there, the lantern, and I think this is a book or something on gardening. And then I put the little flower rug in, because why not? Of course, the string light canopies. Once again, this is a teen. So we had to make it look nice, and at this point I'm trying to just figure out kind of like where everything is gonna go. As you can see, she also has a cooler outside because I figured she would be, like fishing and stuff, for her own food and grilling it outside essentially. If you're camping, you're gonna be camping, right? For Ren shelf coming in clutch, so I don't have to clutter up anything. I finally moved the kitchen. I finally came to my senses. And I didn't give her an oven because I just felt like that would be not... you don't really have those, I think, for camping, So I gave her the range hood because I think it actually looks like a gas burner, and I really like that. So I really like that. So at this point, I'm thinking about decorations that I can still afford. So I found this caddy, this bathroom caddy, and you have to remember, she has to leave the bus every time she goes to the bathroom. So I thought about, if you have the bathroom stuff next to the door, I think that would be nice. Then I finally found the frog chair. That's the one I've been looking for this whole time. So I'm gonna remove that pink chair because I'm like, get it out of here. Frog chairs for the win. I like to think she just stole them in a pair. And so I had this axolotl I found in Debug, right? But I made a mistake. I put the free one out, and you'll see that in a second. So of course I'll put a little TV in there. I think that's cute. And I found a little rug from, the knitting pack. All great, all wonderful. And I think... oh yeah, I made her a scout, because I was like, she's a teenager, she could be a scout leader. I thought that was really cute. She's camping, and this is when I realized I can't delete the axolotl, so I guess, the blue axolotl is here to stay. Don't worry, he finds a wonderful space on top of the fridge. That's just where he lives now, so, and yeah, I thought that looked really nice. I was genuinely so happy with this, and, I put, some, because obviously she would brush her teeth in here. I just tried to make it a little more realistic, and then I was like, alright, I have a little bit more money left, I'll put just toilet paper up here. Once again, girls peeing in the woods. Then I also found these string lights with flip-flops on them, and they had a big DIY feel to it, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty neat. I took the poster up. This is just me essentially filling up some space. And at this point, I'm like, man, I have $4 left. There's nothing that's $4, And so I put these little stickers on there, if you didn't know they were $1, and they're the only item that's $1, and I just thought they looked kind of cute. And we will actually make her in the end, so stay tuned for that. I should have maybe said that in the beginning, not 9 minutes in, but a mug and we're done. So I finally put the terrain paint down. I'm not great at that, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think the trees look nice. I think it has that vibe I was going for camping, out in Granite Falls. So, wasn't it called Outdoors? I think it was Sims Outdoors. I think I got it now finally. So, I thought that would look great. And, I'm genuinely really happy with it. So, we did the budget, and it has the Victorian Villages curtains. It's in the style of Granite Falls, and it has 29 tiles. I was really happy with that. Now, if you didn't know, the curtains, they came with the, vampire pack. So, first of all, here's a little tour. I also put a fish up in the kitchen. I don't know if you saw that. I'm pointing on my screen like you're watching me. But I really like this. But anyway, the curtains come from the vampire pack. So whenever I was creating my sim, I just thought about how that would kind of be funny, right? So first of all, I just changed this random NPC dude into a girl, and it's the prettiest sim I've ever seen. I was shocked. I was like, holy, who is this? Who is this diva? She looks great. Is this really a teen? You'll see me check her age again. I was like, what? I've never seen this pretty a sim before. Yeah, look. I'm like, yeah, it's a teenager, I guess. Damn. I was like shocked, you know? I don't get me wrong, teenagers always look like their adult selves, but, you know, I was like, that's crazy. She's so pretty. Look at her. Anyway, I'm gonna make her a vampire. Yeah, in the end, she's gonna be a vampire. I thought that would be really fun. And it would also suck really bad. Because imagine you're camping, right? Like 24/7. And you just can't go out in the sun, right? Like that sucks. And then I did give her this outfit and then one where she's more like working outside. So that she has like a cute outfit and one where she's working, you know, in the outdoors. I mostly use pre-made outfits. I don't really like kind of thinking too much about the clothes. But then I saw this one and I fell in love with the pink. It suits her so well and we're just moving on. With the outdoor, once again, I didn't focus too much because I don't really plan on playing with these Sims. It's more so to fill them. And so I just use the pre-made stuff. But yeah, imagine being a vampire and having to like go camping all the time. Like that would suck, right? I don't know if she's even playable in this regard, right? Because like she has to like hunt and forage for her own stuff. But who knows? And this is where I got to a party outfit, and I was like, oh, let's make her like a punk party outfit. I think that would look dope. I just picked her like a hair finally is like down and everything. I thought that looked really cool. And I just changed like the lipstick on the makeup, but I thought that looked really nice. And in general, I just think she's like the prettiest sim that was randomly generated for me. And I love the idea of her just kind of like, you know, going to punk rock concerts. I mean, they are at night, you know? So I thought that was really cool, and I love her. She's so fun. First of all, it's really funny she came in the Victorian swimming outfit, seeing as how I am making her a vampire. But yeah, she's very, like, she looks very bubbly, very fun. I really am enjoying just, I enjoyed making her and kind of making her house and everything. It's really, I'm really in love with her, at this point. And there's actually a part 2 to this where I make her neighbor. You should stay tuned for that too. Spoilers, he's a werewolf! So, really excited about that. And yeah, I really enjoyed building her house. I think that was a really fun little thing. I put her hair down again, little beanie. And yeah, that was it. I wonder why I left so much time in the create a sim. I was worried the jump cuts were gonna be worse. But I'm like, you should have left that time in the building. So, she's Brittany, and I was looking for a last name. I just, once again, did them randomly. So she's this Brittany Porter. And she obviously loves the outdoors. And what else did I pick? And creative. No. Yes? No? It's been a couple days. Once again, I don't remember. She's just good, I think. Isn't she? Yeah, she's a good noodle. And she lives in nature, and here's the twist. Boom, she's a vampire. I know, no one saw that one coming. It's, like I said, it sucks. Like, even if I put her on the lot, because she is living in that lot, she was, like, miserable. There's so much light around her, and this isn't, like, the Twilight, you know, where she can just, like, live in the, you know, in a very cloudy area. So, my girl is having not a good time, and I always just like to give my vampire forms, like, glowy eyes and, like, the sharp teeth. Don't worry, I do realize that they're connected, and I will put her eyes back in a minute. But I really always love that, just giving them the sharp teeth and everything for their vampire form. I just always like doing that. Sometimes I give them also, like, more scars and stuff, but with her, she feels more like a vegan vampire. Like, you know, she will have her own little plasma tree and stuff in the background. So, this is just kind of where it's at. Yeah, this is where I realized my mistake, and I'm like, oops. So, no worries, it is fixed again. And yeah, this is Brittany Porter, who lives in a school bus in it's Newcrest, but in the style of Granite Falls, and I'm really excited. And this is, once again, her house. We're just gonna do her tour one last time, while I say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, there is a part 2 to this, where I built her neighbor, and I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the challenge. It was very challenging. But I had a lot of fun, and I hope you had fun too. So thanks for watching, and bye!